And then of course, like any of the other any of the other new characters that get introduced, like Glorio's already one of them. But then I know that there's like a few more that we have yet to see in the anime yet. That I'm sure they're gonna be playable too. So
Yeah, like all the first grade versions of everybody else that was at the picnic.
if they actually do that, that'd be funny. That would be funny.
Yeah.
Like Kid Master Roshi.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah. That
would be good.
Yeah. Moving on from the Sparking Zero update, I guess since we're already talking about Daima, I might as well just get these thoughts out of the way. So Joey, talk to us real quick. So you recently saw Dragon Ball Daima episode 1, much like we did. And now since this is your first time on the show after watching Daima, tell us your thoughts. How do you feel? Spill it all out, the good, the bad, your worries, not worries, everything you're looking forward to. The floor is yours.
It was great. It was fantastic. I loved that they basically recapped like all of Z up to right after the Boo saga. I thought that was really good because it's been, since Kai came out, it's been like 15 years, something like that. So
yeah.
The last time that we've actually like seen it outside of going back to watch it has been a minute. So that was a lot of fun. Getting to watch Goma and oh god, what's his name? Goma and Degasu was the other Kai. Getting to watch them watch back and like basically do a live reaction to like all the events of Dragon Ball Z was a lot of fun. And getting to see that all play out was really good. I have no issues with the show so far. I loved that we got another party, just like we did with I think it was at Super Broly. No, that was Battle of the Gods. It was a birthday party or some kind of party. So then getting a party for Trunks, having it and then getting a time, almost like a timeline set because it's 1 year after the events of the Boo saga,
Yeah.
9, and then I think start of. I was doing some research because I wanted to be in the know.
It's before Battle of Gods still.
Yes, because before or at Super, Trunks is 12. So there's a 3-year gap between this specific event and then Super. So it's kind of cool to get some stuff in line. Thought that was a lot of fun. We only got one of the wishes done in this episode, so I'm very excited to see what ends up happening with the next 2 wishes because we know what the next, at least wish 2 is going to be, which is getting the Eye John back.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's something new that they introduced to the show, like altogether. I wanted to call it the Eye of Agamotto.
Basically, right?
I don't remember what it's called.
But kind of getting ahead of myself, getting to see how they traveled between realms was pretty cool. How you had to, like, they have their own ship, and getting to see, like, really the last, well, maybe not the last, we'll probably see more, but because Toriyama is known for his, like, vehicles. And so getting to see another vehicle that was made by his hands again was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Oh, the new Namekian, the old ass stinky dude. That was crazy. He was stinking up the fucking the spaceship was really funny.
Neza. Yeah.
But then getting to see him land on Earth and collect all the Dragon Balls and then reset the Dragon Balls in live time.
Fire.
Shit. Right in front of Dende was like, okay, bro, what are you doing? he like came in and just like dog walked them. He's like, oh, you think like you're a Namekian? Watch this, and then just summon. So
yeah,
that was great. Yeah.
Put the Dragon Radar to shame, to be honest.
Literally, he's like, I don't need that shit. I don't need it. We just made a wish. Don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens with Glorio because I know like next episode I believe is basically I had the title. It's literally titled Dragon Ball Daima Episode 2 Glorio aims to help Goku. So like already right away we're getting some stuff. So I'm assuming somehow he makes it. There's predictions, but I'll hold on. But yeah, overall great intro, banged, everything about it slapped. So it felt really nostalgic.
Yeah.
To be watching Dragon Ball again, right? Like it felt really good. So I'm locked in.
Let's
all
go.
The buckles ready to go.
All right, good shit.
For more.
Let's go. I like that. All right. So like I know since we obviously just talked about it recently on the last episode, Was there anything else that you may have wanted to throw out there that you didn't get to say last time, or do you feel like you're just waiting for the next episode?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the next episode at this
That's
point.
fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. So before we completely move on to our next segment, Joey, I did want to fill you in. Brandon brought something up, something that completely went over my head, and I'm actually like, I haven't stopped thinking about this at all because go ahead.
Can I give a guess?
Go ahead.
This is a guess because this is a theory that I had.
Okay.
Is that and I haven't, to preface, I have not watched you guys talk about it. Okay.
Oh yeah, because
this is just a theory. Yeah.
Okay.
Gohan was not at the party.
Okay.
And so there's potential that Gohan did not de-age, that he's still normal sized Gohan. That's because he wasn't there. I know because Shenron was very specific about the wish. He was like, children, what do you mean by children? You want first grade? Okay. What about the ones who are already children? How old do you want to make those? So it's interesting how specific the wish was, and they clarified that Gohan wasn't there, which is fine.
Yeah.
But like, they specifically mentioned Gohan is not here. So I'm interested to see how and what will happen with Gohan in the future if he comes into play as like an adult with, his dad and friends all fucking kids. So we'll see. So obviously that was not what Brandon had, but so lay it on me.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's just to touch on it before we fill you in on what we were talking about. That's because we didn't talk about Gohan at all.
It wasn't there. So.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I do think though that even though he wasn't there, I don't know if he's ever gonna be shown on screen during this series at all. And I mean, I can't imagine them not at some point, but it'd be weird if they didn't. But
if he turns into a baby, he's a baby at university, basically.
Well,
I don't think he would be a baby.
No, he wouldn't be a baby. So let's not forget, at this point in the story, they had just defeated Majin Buu. So Gohan was at least in high school still.
I mean, they're all grown.
Yeah, he was grown.
So, we already know who's going to be babies. It's going to be fucking Goten and Trunks.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's all the babies. Everybody else is probably going to be
they're
minis.
They're the youngest of all of them.
9-year-olds.
Going to see fucking Kid Gohan again.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it would have to be Kid Gohan. And the reason being is because the specifics of the wish was that they said anybody who was involved with fighting Majin Buu. And so notice, they turned Roshi, they turned Hercule, okay, just to even further deep into this, that doesn't even include people that actually scrapped with Buu. All they would have had to have done was interact with him. And guess when all that took place? When they were on Kami's lookout. Before Gotenks came to be. Remember the part where they're on Kami's lookout and Boo's already Super Buu at this point. And Piccolo was stalling. And he goes, you want to fight someone strong, don't you? And then Boo's like, yeah. And then he's like, give us 1 hour. And in 1 hour, I will bring you to this really strong fighter. And that was in an effort to prevent him from turning everybody into chocolate. And guess who was in there? Chi-Chi was there. Bulma was there. They were all there. So that's how I'm thinking, because why would Roshi get turned into it? I don't remember him fucking having any kind of interaction with Buu, but at some point he did. So I bring all that up because even though we don't see Gohan on screen, he could be studying for all we care. He could be studying at home. But I'm telling you, he's a kid right now. He's Gohan Mini. And Gohan Mini probably looks like Teen Gohan, which I'm sure a lot of people would pop off for. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
So I am glad that you brought this up, Joey. That's actually really good. So because we did not talk Gohan at all last fucking episode. So.
Well, he wasn't there, so I get it. I can't be.
But no, that was really good. I'm very glad that you brought that up, because it got my fucking my thoughts circulating in.
It's always interesting when, with wishes in any kind of show, game, whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's especially with Shenron. Shenron's always very particular about it. So the language changes the wish. So
Exactly.
we got 2 more.
I thought I thought how specific he was so funny. He was like,
It was really funny.
so what about the children? what if they're already children? Like, I thought that shit was funny. That was like, it reminded me of how funny Dragon Ball as a whole can be, like the humor layers that it has, that Toriyama.
It was so dry,
but it was perfect.
Like, yes. Oh, exactly. For like an omnipotent being like Shenron to just be like, "What do you mean by children?" Just like really funny.
yeah. Yeah. No, that's a great point. All right. So to fill you in on what we were talking about, right? So Brandon brought up a very, very, very good point. And we're talking about how when they finally officially unveiled that at some point in time, the Mechians came from the demon realm, right?
Yes. Look at your ears.
Right? Now, you said ears. So this guy over here was like, oh, so does that mean Saiyans are also coming from the demon realm? Because when they turn into great apes, their ears are pointy.
Oh.
He's like,
the great ape power comes from the demon realm?
Bro, that's what he was trying to ask. And I was just like, you just blew my fucking mind, because that's a big development. A very big development. So much so that obviously by the time this comes out, I will have already taken that clip out and put it on my main channel as a discussion piece video, because that needs to be put out there. And I'm sure I can tell you and you right now, nobody has talked about that. You're the first and only person even now. And motherfuckers are constantly, you know how it is. Everybody's theory crafting and talking about this and talking about that, Sparking Zero, Diamond. Like Dragon Ball fans, like we're eating again. And we don't even have the manga back yet. Once that happens, it's like the trifecta. You know, we have an anime, we have a manga, and a game, right? So that shit, I hope that's true, because that would be because again, that would make more sense as to why I think I elaborated on his initial theory was that I'm pretty sure this new Super Saiyan 4 form, if it's even called that, whatever it's going to get called, I'm sure that's going to have some layer of exclusivity to that demon realm to explain why they've never done it again later on in the story.
Right.
And then he asked, well, is there any moons in the demon realm? And I was like,
Full moon.
I was like, no, but what if the demon realm is just already like compact with the Blutz waves? That's basically what the moon essentially emulates, that causes the great ape transformation, not in demon realm, right? So, like,
could
yeah.
be. Oh,
Go.
It could be that, this is a stretch,
Okay.
that long time ago,
Ooh.
the Saiyans were cursed by whomever from the demon realm with the tail. And the way to break the curse is to chop the tail off, right? And so then, but Saiyans were like, okay, well, obviously, whatever, let's just go conquer other worlds and use this power to our advantage. Could be how it played out. Wow. So maybe
That's
in order to
lore.
get Super Saiyan 4 back,
Yes.
the third wish brings back Tails.
Oh.
Well, yeah,
Just a thought.
I was gonna say that I mean, I mentioned this before on whatever.
Oh, you just gave us out. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
that's okay.
All right, nice. You should say last episode,
Whatever.
but okay. It's for Patreon anyway, so it's
Yeah,
fine. It's fine.
Patreon. But you know, I mentioned that I feel like the tails are gonna like come back.
They got it,
in
right?
This,
Like they
in
have
this
to.
series, yeah.
Okay.
It's more likely because they're kids, so like you never know. Like it could take an episode or two where it's just like, you know, they're minis,
right?
and then they start to be like, "What the fuck's up my ass?"
and they feel it coming out. Oh, I'm telling you, I was starting to say that last discussion we were having. I was just like, I'm sure like in the demon realm, they actually just might get it back just because of where they are. Because like it's rooted. But yo, what Joey is saying?
No, what Joey said, that's deep.
Fuck, bro.
That's deep.
Imagine
if that shit's a curse.
I'm locked on that. Because no. Because it makes perfect sense. That's why I'm so like invested into this theory now. Because the tails are a weak point. So for it to be for it to come to fruition that, oh yeah, that's a curse, it makes 100,000% sense, dude. Because again, all you have to do is cut them, and then they lose their power. Even if you don't cut them, remember in old Dragon Ball episodes, Dragon Ball Z episodes, when they would grab their tails, it would like paralyze them.
Game over. Yeah.
It's a weakness, dude. And that's why ultimately they got rid of it.
I mean, it makes them strong, but I guess tampering with the tail makes them.
But
it's like a dual-edged sword.
And that's why they got rid of it. That's because it was like obviously if they have it, there's a moon, they go to Great Ape. They even said this in the Broly film. Paragus, he literally said, "I got rid of Broly's tail because if he ever turned to a Great Ape."
Ozaru Broly would be fucking nuts.
He would destroy the whole.
Like
planet.
Actually, no.
Literally,
they, if I remember this correctly, they teased that it happened, and Paragus barely survived. So like, oh man, I'm telling you, if they bring back Super next year, or whenever, and they decide to redo Broly as a whole arc for the anime, and they throw those types of scenes in there, because remember, for those that forgot. That movie was supposed to be 3 hours. Akira Toriyama wrote
3 hours.
It was originally supposed to be a 3-hour movie. Toriyama wrote a 3-hour script for that shit, and obviously it got cut down.
Right.
If all that shit was in there, son, bro, I'm telling you, let me get 50 episodes of the whole shit.
That's too long.
Okay, 30. 30 is more than enough.
50 is a lot.
50 is a lot. That's why I backtracked.
I'm trying to move with the story. I'm trying to.
I know, I am too, but like, bro, like this is good lore though. That's good lore. You don't want to see Ozaru Broly?
It would be cool, but I would be over it probably. Like
I could see like in a flashback, like them doing like this is what happened. This is why he's considered like the most powerful. Blah, blah, blah. Not a let's get Broly his tail back to show.
No. Right. No.
Yeah. But I could see like half an episode or ever being dedicated to that happening.
Man, they're lucky that they don't have Broly in the demon realm.
Yeah.
They'd be fucked. So to move on from this, you guys, I feel like the three of us really just fucking made something magical. We took Joey's theory, combined it with your theory, put some of my logic in there to really fucking tightly knit that shit. Oh, Full Power Podcast, we're out here. You heard it here first.
This is why you got to pay for this shit.
Exactly. Oh, damn.
Pay for this.
You got to pay for this shit, right? All right. So.
Thank you for paying for this shit, by the way.
Yes, thank you very much, as always, guys. We could not do it without you. Now let's get into some segments, right? So we got all that Daima discussion out the way. All the theory crafting, all this great discussion. One of my favorite parts of doing this, obviously. But now, I have to get into a little bit more difficult scenarios here.
We're doing math?
Not yet.
All right, thank God.
Good.
So I'm going to bring back, I think we did this with you, Joey. I think we did. And if not, it's your first time, but it's okay. Where I'm introducing One and Done Forever and Delete, which is essentially, emulating the Fuck, Marry, Kill. Obviously, we're not doing none of that shit here. But in regards to anime, and in the spirit of Dragon Ball, for this week's One and Done Forever and Delete, I will have you guys decide between these three. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, that's that good.